Welcome back to the Prepared Mind channel. As you could tell from the thumbnail, if you decided to pay a little attention to the thumbnail, this is probably going to be a little more of a scathing rant. And thank God for Scotch. Yes, that elixir of life that helps take the edge off of a long day. I'm giving you a Tuesday evening for Wednesday morning video production. Now, friendly neighborhood communist, huh? Oh, you bet they're friendly. They're in your neighborhood, and they are communists. Alright, so what set me off? A fucking Tuesday set me off, right? Here's the headline. I'm glad I found it because it started early on in the morning. It's a, I can't even remember, Yahoo News. Ocasio-Cortez tears into Trump administration over security clearances, right? Written by a jackass named Dylan Stableford, the senior editor at Yahoo News, with the assistance of a jackass named Hunter Walker. And I don't really know these guys. I don't know if they're jackasses or not, but I feel like lampooning them. I feel like harpooning them. I feel like just running them into the dirt just for printing this kind of shit. But on the other hand, it's actually good shit. It's advising us of the way they think. So AOC, by the way, that's Alexandria Ocasio-Horseface-Cortez, right? Says allegations of uncensored communications by White House staff must be investigated. Right. So Representative AOC, Democrat, New York, in case you were confused, right? On Tuesday, she waded into the debate about the White House handling of security clearances, a day after a whistleblower said that 25 were given to officials after they were initially denied access to top secret information. Now, this is a quote from our dear horse-face ding-dong extraordinaire. Quote, "Every day that we go on without getting to the bottom of this matter is a day that we are putting hundreds, if not potentially thousands of Americans at risk." Then she said that during a House Judiciary Committee hearing on Capitol Hill. Question I have. Number one, why is anyone letting her talk at all, including the Democrats? Don't they know that everything she says is stupid, hypocritical, pointless? All right. Number two, how did she get in her first term onto the House Judiciary Committee? Who the fuck is she? She is a bartender. She is a dipshit. She has not shown me one iota of intelligence that tells me she should represent an entire congressional district, much less a specialized subcommittee or committee in Congress for the United States of America. The only thing that qualifies her for this position on the Democrat side is she's a communist. She's a communist. She is a socialist. She is a far left lunatic. And there is nothing that can be said to her that would convince her to look at reason, logic, common sense, or just good sense in general. She goes on to say, quote, "I mean, comma, really, comma, what is next, comma, putting nuclear codes on Instagram, DMs, this is ridiculous. We need to get to the bottom of this." Right? Because people in this administration are not cooperating. In case you forgot what Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez looks like, this one, remember her? Every day that there is an insecure line of communication that could be leaked, that could be hacked, that could be screenshotted without proper channels is a day that we are putting our national security at risk. The whistleblower, White House security advisor Tricia Newbold, raised concerns about the high-level security clearances given to the officials. Yes, Ivanka and her husband Jared Kushner are among the officials involved that are considered to be not qualified. There have previously been reports that Trump personally intervened after clearances were denied Ivanka and Kushner. Let's see. What I'm doing here is I'm not a newsman. Okay? But what the news people are doing is they're pitting AOC versus Trump and his people. Trump and his administration, whether they're family or not. Where this is going, for the purposes of shit hitting the fan, is to point out the hypocrisy and the danger that you and I face. So I want to finish reading this. The GOP members of the committee called Cummings' decision to move forward with the investigation into Newbold's claim reckless. Cummings said Newbold came forward at great personal risk because she feared Republican retaliation. Now, on the Democrat side, go ahead and ask, how many people have been suspiciously dead by the Clinton administration, the Democrat National Party? Seth Rich? Right? How about all the people that got shot in the back of the head or just in the back general with multiple shots and they called it suicide? People that, you know, slept with their head over the railroad tracks and didn't realize a train could come along and take their head off. How many people ended up dead in the park? Right? It is just incredible the number of suicides in the Clinton administration. And they're worried. And trust me, if there were Republican suicides, right, where they get multiple bullets in the back of the head, we would be hearing about it. There would be conspiracy theories. There would be concepts like this shared, but no, it's on the Democrat side. Still, she came forward because she, at great personal risk, right? Ocasio-Cortez said the committee has a unique responsibility to protect those that have the courage to come out and say when something is wrong, regardless of the administration. I had to put that last bit of hypocrisy in. People did try coming out against Hillary, Bernie Sanders, against the Obama administration, and what happened to them? Where are they now? People like Snowden, people like Julian Assange, right? They came out not only against the administration, but against the deep state. Talk about fearing great personal, right, body harm, death. You know, the CIA doesn't send you a letter, right? They send you a letter bomb. Right? Okay, so what is this about? Ocasio-Cortez is an incredible hypocrite. And you know what? I think she's too fucking stupid to know better. She is. She probably thinks that she is absolutely 100% correct. Oh yeah, we need to look into this, right? We have a unique responsibility to protect these whistleblowers, well, that are after Donald Trump. And every day that there's an insecure line of communication that could be leaked, hacked, screenshotted, is a day that we're putting our national security at risk. Now, why is this so hypocritical? I know you're probably screaming at the computer right now. Oh, I don't blame you. Because when I saw this, it said, it finalized. That's where I'm going tonight. That's what I'm going to talk about. I've had enough of this stupid shit. Hillary Rodham Clinton, Secretary of State, had an unsecured server with State Department and Obama administration top secret files, names of personnel in it, in her basement, in her home, an unsecured location with an unsecured device that has been proven to be hacked. It has been hacked. Past tense, it's been hacked. Right? And they're worried about the potential of things being leaked, hacked, screenshotted. Hillary Clinton, James Comey, former director of the FBI, not a law enforcement professional, but a professional bureaucrat. They admitted to crimes and then said, no need to prosecute. There's not enough here, nothing to worry about. Yet this little tart, the tart with a heart, AOC, with a incredibly low IQ, has the temerity, the gall, the outright balls, the huevos, to stand in front of America in a Congressional Judiciary Committee hearing and talk about getting to the bottom of the problem. Now, you're going, but John, this still has nothing to do with prepping. This ding-dong is a friendly neighborhood communist. When shit hits the fan, you're not going to have to worry about AOC. No, you're not. Not a bit. She is going to be the least of my concerns when shit hits the fan. Who is going to be concern of mine is people like her. You see, she's under the age of 30. Makes her a millennial. Makes her a part of a generation that doesn't really understand what the Constitution is or was or why it was fought over. And prior to that, right, why we had a revolution. The revolution was against tyranny and despotism. The revolution was about rights being violated. The American Revolution was about tyranny, naked, going after people. Today we have tyranny, naked, and it is going after people. I'm not calling for evolution, but I'm saying look at the facts, look at history. Taxation without representation. This dipshit does not represent me. My traditions, my culture. She does not represent the law as it has been prescribed. She in no way, along with her cohorts in Congress, have no fucking clue what this country's about. But there's people like her on your street, in your neighborhood, in that 10 miles around you. She is a hypocrite extraordinaire. She only sees wrong in her enemies, and she will always see right in her allies. They did not break the mold when they made AOC. The reason she is so dangerous is because people have now seen her in action, and they think, well, I guess that's just fine. We can be a communist and out in front. And it's okay. It's not wrong anymore. In fact, there is no wrong anymore. Right? It's okay to stand up and say the government needs to give and other people need to pay. And it's bringing the country down. What is going to happen when shit hits the fan? Let me tell you what's going to happen. There is a small but loud, energetic, and motivated minority of communists. But because they're both loud, motivated, and young, they have lots of energy. They are energized. When shit hits the fan, what do you think they're going to say? Are they going to hold everyone accountable and say, you should have been prepared? The government told you to be prepared. You should have been prepared. No, they're not going to say that. They're going to come down the street and identify you if you are not a communist. And how do you prove that you're not a communist? By looking like me or looking like you. If you're older, if you are intelligent, in other words, you use words that they don't understand, like inalienable rights, freedom, property, ownership, firearms, and get the fuck off my property, they won't understand that. You see, because you don't own property. That's property is owned collectively. We're just given permission to be a steward over portions of it. Right? Firearms. You don't get to have those. See, they don't understand what you mean by you have a right. They don't even understand what rights are. You see, the state is supreme, and they have the power over your life, over every decision in your life. And they will take that permission away anytime they feel like it. Now, once again, we're in shit, it's the fan. They're scared, they're hungry, they're stupid. beyond belief. They cannot see the hypocrisy of Hillary Clinton when this broad, AOC, stands up in front of the world and God and says, we need to get to the bottom of this. It's dangerous, but we already have an admission of a crime, which not only was hacked by the Chinese and critical, sensitive information, who knows what, because they won't fucking tell us, was released. What we do know is that many, many agents were killed around the world because they were outed. They were exposed. Their identities and faces were exposed, and they were murdered, right, for being spies, which I think is legal. Right? Normally you get what? Arrested, tried, convicted, and then executed. But in other countries, like socialist China, social fascist China, I don't believe it's a communist state. It's a social fascist state. It's business tied together with government. Supreme government, socialist government. They're fascist. They'll just fucking kill you. They'll bust a cap in your ass. These idiots like AOC are on the street right now. And did AOC go to college? Yes, she did. Is she dumb as a box of fucking rocks? Yes, she is. Is she imbued with power and authority? Yes, she is. The people on the street when shit hits the fan? They're probably college educated. Does not make them intelligent, smart, witty, cheerful, bright, anything positive. It just means they went to college and sat on their asses for another 1 to 6 years, taking stupid classes on feminist literature, communist indoctrination, underwater basket weaving, and the social dynamics of inner city and outer city interrelational stupidity. Right? In other words, the classes they take don't mean anything. They mean absolutely nothing. But they think, because they've gone to school, and trust me, I've fucking interviewed these young people. They all think they're brilliant. They all don't believe what we do. They don't care about the Constitution. They cannot be held accountable to the law because they have put themselves above the law. When shit hits the fan, they will put themselves above the law. You don't have property. You don't have rights. There is no Constitution. They'll be the first ones to jump up and say, it's a piece of paper, we don't care, and we're in shit hits the fan, so it doesn't matter anyway, all laws are suspended. Right? They'll use any bit, this tiniest fucking bit of logic to get their way. But if you ask them to examine the hypocrisy of AOC demanding that the Trump administration allow them to get to the bottom of this potential whistleblower story, incredible. Absolutely incredible. They won't listen to this. They won't listen to testimony about Obama and his hypocrisy and all the leaks, lies, attempted coup d'etat against the Trump administration. They won't talk about the hypocrisy, the blatant hypocrisy under the Obama administration of Eric Holder as the Attorney General who sold weapons, illegal weapons, to criminal Mexicans who took them down into Mexico, into the drug lords, right, the gangs, MS-13, and police down there and people down there were killed. And then those weapons came back up and were used on Americans on American soil. Eric Holder's not in jail. The FBI agents who did that are not in jail. But we're supposed to believe that we need to get to the bottom of what's going on with the Trump administration because of security leaks. People could be killed. Oh, the whole nation could be at risk. You fucking think so? How about Hillary Clinton and her server? No, don't worry about it. Loretta Lynch meeting with Bill Clinton on a tarmac when Hillary Clinton should have been on the doorstep of being arrested. Nope, let her go. Don't worry about Loretta Lynch just because she was being bribed with an opportunity to be a Supreme Court justice. This is what is so incredible about this. Are they bright enough to see it and they're just ignoring it? Meaning they have no morals, no ethics, no scruples, no fucking human decency, and no humanity. Are they that? Or are they so stupid they can't see a crystal clear, out in the sunshine and fresh air example of their own party? I'll tell you what, if this dumb broad, this stupid tart, right, this tricksy off a corner, as far as I'm concerned, wanted to impress me, she should come out and say the Trump administration is wrong. And I tell you what, Hillary Clinton is wrong too. And we need to get everyone who's wrong in here and make them answer. Fuck, I'd be like, hey, the bitch has got a point. You know what? I can get behind that. I don't like her politics, but at least we got some fucking justice. When shit hits the fan, you're going to be your own justice. You're going to be your own defense. You're going to have to be your own intellect behind this, because they're going to come to your door. And that guy is going to answer the fucking door. And it says, I thought I said, and shit hits the fan, I do not want to see salesmen. Because the communist standing at my door is going to be selling me something. Selling me something. They're going to be selling me on the idea that I should hand over everything that I am in possession of. Because that communist salesman doesn't think I own it. They think I'm just in possession of them, like I'm the steward of keeping shit for them. And that they're going to take it from me, and I'm going to agree to their line of shit they're selling. This is where the rubber meets the road, folks. You are not prepping so that you can give everything away on day 1, day 2, day 10 of shit hits the fan. You're not doing it because you think you have the resources and the goodwill to help everyone out. Shit hits the fan is going to be a culling of sorts. The most stupid and ignorant among us are going to have to perish. That doesn't mean people with low IQs shouldn't live. It means the ones that make really dumb and rash decisions are going to end up dead. And those people who are ignorant and are going to make dumb and rash decisions, they're also going to kill and harm good, intelligent, strong, hardworking Americans. They're going to do what they can. Because they believe, just like AOC does, that they are absolutely in the right. And that means any action they take is going to be right. The friendly neighborhood communist is not friendly, and they don't give a shit about your neighborhood. That is why I rail against socialists, whether they're social communists or social fascists. To me, they all belong in the same prison cell because they have criminal minds. If I had to say the difference between a normal mind and a criminal mind is the intelligence level coupled with power. I believe AOC has a criminal mind and that she would have no problem, none whatsoever, of violating the Constitution, of violating government rules and laws, of violating your rights as a human being. She would have no problem with it because the ends justifies the means. And from those who can to those who need, right, which is the short version of the communist doctrine, they will do, and they will have no compunction, no reservation, no worry about the morality or the ethical failures of their doctrines. When shit hits the fan, these people are going to be running rampant. And it makes me fucking sick. Sick to see people like this. 40 years ago, 40 years ago, 50 years ago, 60 years ago, you didn't come out and just say what these people are saying today. But there was no worse time in American history for people like that and communists and Antifa type everywhere to be saying what they're saying. There has never been a worse time in American history than now to have these communists in such great numbers feeling so motivated that they can come after us at any time, any given time on the street and beat your car with bats, pull you out of your car and beat you, harass the shit out of you, chase you out of stores and restaurants, harass you at your own house by banging on the door or standing at the end of the driveway and shouting with bullhorns at all times of the night. There has never been a worse time than now for this to be happening. Yet it is. And that is an indicator that we're getting to the point where shit is going to hit the fan. Because all of these idiotic, rabble-rousing, communist fucksticks, every last one of them, doesn't help America. They hurt America. They hurt our nation. They hurt the culture. They hurt our traditions. And they will hurt you. Give them half a fucking chance. I don't mean give them a reason. I mean give them half a chance. All they need is the opportunity, a chance. And they will hurt you as punishment for being someone who loves freedom, personal responsibility, the Constitution, everything that you love about life, America. We can't even say, make America great again, without some dipshit coming out and threatening you. Right? And then having the news show up and call you a racist and a xenophobe and whatever else they can get out of their mouths before someone flips the fucking channel back off. It is that type of world. You must be ready. Food, water, shelter, clothing, medicine, means of self-defense. Have a plan. Understand the people in your world. Get out there and find out where they live. Right? How many they are. What are the odds of them coming your way when shit hits the fan? These people. They're a minority. But they're young, energetic, and stupid. Stupid. And I hope that you guys realize I'm not yelling at you. I'm yelling for the theatrical value. I like to yell and vent and get this shit out. I am energetically against these fucksticks. These dipshits. And what makes me mad, and why I want to use such bad words, what makes me mad is they're going to kill good people, right? And they've taken their own lives, these communists, and made them worthless, of so little value that it is inestimably small compared to a hardworking, tax-paying, God-loving, red-blooded American. Because that last, the latter of the two I just described, is going to work hard, pay taxes, and make this country a better place. Communists will not. They're going to destroy our country and they're going to kill people. And that makes me very angry. You can see how angry I am. Very angry. I don't want them hurting my family. I don't want them hurting my countrymen. Right? From kin to kith, I don't want anyone getting hurt by these commies, yet they're going to do it. And we need to understand that the hypocrisy and stupidity, it goes all the way to the top. So if AOC is the best they got, and she appears by all outward manifestations to be a complete dunderhead, what are the ones on the street level in your neighborhood? What is their ethics, their morality, their intellectual standard for excellence? Where are they at? Where are they at? And when shit hits the fan, where will they be? Get your plan together, folks. Chance favors the prepared mind. Is yours. Godspeed, Semper Fi, and cheers to you all. More tomorrow. Bye-bye.